This month, Fury Gold received a big boost with an $11 million financing. Fury is FURY on the TSX and the NYSE American, and the CEO is Tim Clark. Tim, welcome to Kitco.
Mike, thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Congratulations on the raise. You said these funds are going to be put to work on the Eau Claire project in Quebec. Why this asset?
Well, Quebec, the Eau Claire deposit in Quebec is our core asset. It's 1.3 million ounces. It's a real project. We think that there's a clear pathway to 2 million ounces, which is exciting. That's what the companies are looking for. The system is wide open, and we've got great results last fall that we want to go back after. We spent about a year looking at this, and I think we're at a very sort of transitional part of the development of this asset where we can really grow it.
What is key with developing these projects is infrastructure, Tim, and you have great infrastructure around Eau Claire.
We do. I think it's interesting as you look at the St. James Bay Dam region. 10 or 15 years ago, you would be flying helicopters into this area, and right now we can drive a truck back right up to our property, and there's power, there's roads, and because of that, it makes it a lot more economical for these larger companies looking to buy assets. So it's a pretty attractive area to be in. There's still a lot of opportunity to explore and develop. We've got a 30-kilometer region, about 57 kilometers south at Newmont's Eleanor mine. It's exciting, and a lot of these companies are starting to look inward to Canada because of the geopolitical issues, and Quebec is a great place to be.
You have a team that's done this before. Talk about Ivan Bebek and yourself, Tim.
Look, Ivan's been doing this a long time. He had success selling Caden to Agnico Eagle 6 or 7 years ago. He's a senior partner on the platform that we work out of Vancouver. There's 4 companies in all. We were part of the restructuring of a company called Oren several years ago. And the focus for Fury was basically to go in and be a Canadian-based gold company. Having my sort of experience in capital markets, I know the first thing that investors ask is, where are you located? Geography is really important these days, more than ever. And being in that part of the world is really a standout in my view.
You have a lot of financial firepower, so you can continue to explore this out. Talk about the deal that you did with Dolly Varden out west in BC.
Sure. Look, Homestake Ridge was a tremendous asset in the Golden Triangle for us in British Columbia. When I first joined the board a little over a year ago, though, we were trying to do too many things. We had 4 projects, and I thought there was an opportunity to monetize that and take that money, and not only take the money and sort of put it where we thought we could be more economic, such as Quebec, but also it takes the attention away from all our geologists. Look, we're a small company. We can punch above our weight, but the truth is trying to run 4 projects is a lot. And again, it's better to simplify the story, simplify what you're trying to get to. And that's what we did. With that transaction, though, we cut a deal for $5 million in cash, $45 million in equity in Dolly Varden. We kept 2 board seats. I think there's some people who might say you should have taken the money, but the truth is I think we have a great asset there. The stock is already up 25% since the transaction deal, and we're now from 45 to almost $63 million in equity. The lockup comes off February 25th of 2023. So with this raise of 11 plus the 5 million in the bank, we're going to be well on our way to get there, and we'll have indefinite amount of money for the next 2 or 3 years to drill. It's pretty unusual for a junior company.
Now you have Hecla that is part of the deal with what you're doing with Dolly Varden, but there's just been a string of majors that have come up to the Golden Triangle, Tim.
Yeah, I think the way the world is working now is that these companies have got to take over geographies. They can't just have little bits and pieces everywhere. I think from Hecla's standpoint, the Homestake Ridge is a pretty nice get for them. They own 90% of the property around Dolly Varden, and I know they'd like to consolidate it at some point. I think there's potential upside for us to take more than 63 million. I think there's more equity that we can have in that company in terms of monetizing it out to develop the rest of our properties back in the east and up in Nunavut.
In another interview, you were talking about these gold prices and what it really means to the junior sector. I mean, we've been sitting at $1,900 gold with just this geopolitical tension that we have right now. You're certainly going to be seeing these real run to commodities. Just talk about what this is going to mean for the junior sector, Tim.
Look, look, traditionally the majors move first because of the liquidity. And, as you look at Newmont, it's already up 50% in the last 6 months or so. And the mid caps and the juniors really haven't moved that much. Everybody's waiting for the gold price to kind of pop them. There's also the pressure of M&A. And I think there's a couple levers that are going to help the space quite a bit that people aren't taking into account. What most investors don't realize is how quickly these stocks can move. And, when I speak with some of my, historical, clients and relationships, they always talk about how they make the most amount of money when you see a sector in dislocation. And the mid caps and the juniors particularly are dislocated from the gold price and where the stock should be. So Fury right now is trading at like, 0.1 times NAV. It's historically very low. We've got $63 million in equity. It's a $115 million company. Our enterprise value is around $40 million, which is what you'd be paying for a shell company. However, we've got a really nice project in Quebec with Eau Claire. We got a joint venture with Newmont, the largest gold company in the world. And we also got 300 kilometers and a big hit up in Nunavut. It's kind of amazing. I think there's hesitation in the market and investors to jump right in, but this is where you can really lever up and make a lot of money.
Catalysts at Fury over the next 12 months, Tim?
Well, we want to get out of market quite a bit. I think our share price is really undervalued. It's starting to attract people right now, especially once we've got funded. But the drill bit is going in Claire as of last week. We're also going to open up a drill in Percival at the end of May. And what we're looking for is results. I mean, 80% of what these companies do is provide drill results, and that's what we're kind of going after. There's an opportunity to see, potential value coming out of the joint venture with Newmont. It's something that's not in the stock, and I don't think people have taken that in consideration, but there's an anomaly in the middle of that property that is probably one of our most prolific targets. At the same time, I think the winds at our back with gold prices, and I think this is going to come. It's going to come at us, and so that's what we've been looking for.
Tim, thanks for speaking with Kitco.
Hey, Mike, thank you. Take care, and I love being here.
He's Tim Clark. He is CEO of Fury Gold. My name is Michael McRae, and you're watching Kitco Mining.